Hey, it is Janae here. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about something that is very difficult for me and has been difficult for this past week. Well, as a lot of you know, Chester Bennington from Linkin Park's lead singer, committed suicide last week. I think it was on the 20th, July 20th, which I think was a Thursday. Yeah, it hit me really hard. My heart's like beating. Okay, so I, of course, was at work when I found out, and I got off of work because unfortunately we aren't allowed to have our cell phones on us like at all at this job I'm working, which I won't be working there for long, but and so I got off, and my brother Rodney texted me, and he said, my brother Rodney, my brothers and I actually are big fans of Linkin Park, and my brother Rodney and I have seen them twice, luckily. And Rodney texted me, and he was like, he said, Janae, I'm seriously speechless. This one hurts like bad. I see why people are really affected when they lose celebrities. And immediately I was like, wait, who died? Or I said, wait, what? Who died? And I said, I just got off work. And then he said, you're not ready, I promise you. And then another friend of mine who's in a band, he screenshotted me this right here. He screenshotted me that. And when I read that, Linkin Park singer commit suicide by hanging, my freaking heart, my stomach, my heart, everything just started turning. And I screenshotted that, and I said, my friend just sent this to me, and I was like, I cannot believe. And I had to call my brother, and it was just like, I didn't even know, I can't even explain how I felt. It just felt horrible, but it also I didn't believe it, and I kept thinking, I'm like, he committed suicide, he's gone, it did not, I could not believe it. Then after that, I had a flat tire, and so my brother had to end up coming and help me with that, and so it was just a lot going on that day for me. But then just my brother was saying, it's gonna hit you later, and I'm like, yeah, it probably will. Later that night, it was just I couldn't stop crying. I cried a little bit that night. Then the next morning when I woke up and had to get ready for work, I was a mess. And listening to their songs, I almost couldn't, for the first couple of days, I couldn't listen to their music because I just knew that was going to kill me. And once I finally started to listen to it again, man, I've just been crying ever since. Every single day, it's just been me crying. I can't stop thinking about how much pain he was in. Right before he did it, when he was setting it up, how much pain he must have been feeling. And that kills me to think about that, because it's I'm gonna try to do this video without crying, by the way. He was in so much pain, and he helped me through his lyrics and through his music so much. From when I started listening to them when I was 12, my brother Rodney, the one that texted me, and why this is so hard on us, hard on me, and because when I was younger, my brother Rodney had this CD that had Linkin Park songs on it, and it had a few other songs from other people, but for some reason he played the music around us. Me and my other brother, I have two brothers. He played that CD around us, and for some reason, Linkin Park's music just really stuck out to me. And of course, when I was 12, I didn't really fully understand the lyrics yet, because I hadn't really gone through anything. I didn't really understand the lyrics yet, but I really liked the sound. And I remember I had this book, and I wish I could find it. I think it's in my old house, but I had this book where I wrote down all the lyrics to the songs, and I'm sure the lyrics were incorrect, but I was just so obsessed with their music. I just loved it. I remember writing the lyrics by myself. It's crazy. So since then, I'm 20, almost 22 now. So since the age of 12, their music has been a constant in my life. And when I did get older and go through some harder times, their music has just been what I've turned on, what I've listened to, what I've blasted, and it just really helped me. And so to think that Chester has done so much for me, and I could not do anything to help him, to ease his pain, to ease his suffering a little bit. I didn't get a chance to meet him or know him. Luckily, I went to blessed enough to go to 2 of Linkin Park's concerts. The first one, me and my brother Rodney went to, and it was amazing. We were kind of far away, but it was still so amazing. I have the videos on my channel. I may insert the clip, but the quality is like absolutely horrible. I had a pretty bad camera, so the quality is terrible, but it was amazing. And then the second concert I went to, I was able to afford the pit. Expensive, but so worth it. And me and my brother Rodney went to that as well, and it was one of the best days of my life, being that close to Chester and them, and singing the music and hearing everyone else sing along to their songs. And oh man, it was amazing. It was amazing. Me and Rodney were just talking about how we wanted, me and my other brother Brandon, so me, Brandon, and Rodney, all to go to a Linkin Park concert, because that would just make my entire life. And I was like, that would be the best thing ever. All of us, me and my brothers, at a Linkin Park concert. And it's like, wow, I'll never get to experience that. And I'll never get to tell Chester how much he meant to me, and tell him how much he helped me. And that hurts too. And like I said, just knowing how much he was suffering and how much pain he was in, that kills me. He, for a lot of people, including me, was such a loving person, such a funny person, and helped so many people, like I said, through so much stuff. And just the fact that, I mean, Linkin Park formed in 1996, so they've been around for so long. I was 1 when they first formed. Of course, I didn't find out to them until I was like 12, but still, it's just crazy how much people they've impacted. And Chester, you can tell now. I mean, listening to the lyrics to a lot of their songs, now it feels completely different. There's a completely different feeling listening to their songs. And my favorite song of Linkin Park is Somewhere I Belong, and it has been my favorite song for a long time. Every lyric in that song, just, my gosh, it speaks to me. And now listening to it, it's really hard, but more painfully, I think, is Easier to Run. That song's, it's like Somewhere I Belong, Easier to Run are kind of like really close to my favorites, but Somewhere I Belong has been my favorite. But Easier to Run is really close, and listening to it now, my gosh, it hurts. It pains me to listen to that song now. But they're both incredible songs. Somewhere I Belong and Easier to Run, and Leave Out All the Rest is a really painful one now, because those lyrics just sounds like, literally he's saying, you know, when my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Like, forget all the bad stuff I've done, just leave out all the rest, you know, help me leave behind some reasons to be missed. And it's like, you have definitely, we miss you, Chester, we miss you, and we love you, and I love you so much, and I miss you so much already. And I keep watching interviews, and live performances, and just being like, wow, you know, he really is gone. Like, he really is gone. And I can only imagine too, like, even though I've been taking it hard, I can only imagine how his family is feeling, and how his bandmates are feeling, and people who actually knew him and were friends with him is feeling. They are probably going, I don't even know how they're dealing with it. And it scares me too, because I'm taking this so hard when, you know, I haven't lost anyone close to me yet. And of course it's sad when you hear about people committing suicide, like Robin Williams and Chris Cornell, and it's sad, but it's like when it's someone that you have literally looked up to and been so invested in for 10 plus years, like it hurts, it really does. And it just goes to show that, yeah, depression is a serious illness and a serious disease, and that's also why I wanted to make this video. And I'm sorry about the lighting, the lights on my face, I'm sorry, that looks weird. But I also wanted to say that for those people that are saying that he was a coward, or that he was a coward, or that he, you know, like, how could he leave his children and his wife? It's like, you don't understand. When you're in that mindset, have you ever had suicidal thoughts? And me and my brother Brandon were talking about this, if you've ever had suicidal thoughts, or if you've ever been suicidal or attempted suicide, then you understand. But for those people that don't understand, when you are in that mindset, you are feeling that the world is better off without you. And yes, I know that he loved his wife. I know that he loved all of his children. I know that he loved us fans and he loved his bandmates, but it's like you are thinking that the world is better off without you. And like I said, I just keep thinking and imagining how much pain he was in right before he did it, and that it hurts to think about that. So for those people calling him a coward and calling him this and that, you probably have not been through anything close to what he's been through. Because those people that have been through stuff, they understand. They understand what it feels like to just want to end it, to want the pain to stop. And he has been through abuse, and I know he's still with drugs and alcohol, and yeah, it's really difficult and hard. And I have not talked about my own experiences with depression and anxiety and stuff, but I just know that I understand what Chester was going through, and I hope that he is at rest and that he is pain-free, and I hope that he can rest easy, although it's been a week already. Man, it feels so much, I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, if anyone else is going through something difficult or having suicidal thoughts, I just want to let you know, if you're watching this, that I am here for you to talk to. I mean, I obviously know that I'm not a big channel. I do not get a lot of views and a lot of comments and stuff, but if you are and you want to message me or comment or anything, I am here to listen to. I will listen to anyone. I'll talk to anyone. I promise you. It's just really sad. It's really sad, and I hope that people take depression seriously, because it really is a silent killer. So I may even make a compilation video of some of my favorite Linkin Park moments, or Chester moments, or funny moments. I don't know. I don't know if I will or not, but if you see that, then, you know, I guess I decided to do it, but I don't know if I will or not. But yeah, I'm so happy that I was lucky to know this band, to know Chester, or at least know him through his lyrics and interviews. It makes me feel a little crazy. It does, that I feel so impacted by this, even though I didn't know him personally. Like I said, I cannot imagine with what his family and everyone's going through. But yeah. Anyway, I hope that he's resting easy, like I said. And I love you so much, Chester. You are a legend, and you will live on in my heart and through your music, and I will never stop listening to Linkin Park, and I will never stop showing my support and loving Linkin Park. And yes, I love you so much, Chester.